Yeah, I thought that was a big win for our team. I thought our team came out ready to play. I thought they competed. I think this is the first time we really kind of put three phases of the football game together, and I think that's the type of team that we're capable of being. We got to be more consistent in being able to do that, but it's a big win for us. We get a little bit of momentum, and so I felt good about that, the way our guys played.
Coach, I know this was a big win for the team, but for you yourself, and also I know this was a number of years ago and this is just another game, but shutting out this team, just give me your take on that.
Yeah, well, look, I think anytime you get a chance to get a shutout in a game, I think that's huge. They're hard to come by in our league, and the defense was challenged this week in terms of stepping up and playing the way that we're capable of playing. I thought they came out and played with energy, passion. I thought they played with a swagger, which was good to see.
Obviously, the defense was really well put together and everything. And what was that challenge like that? What did that encompass? Just kind of that process of getting them to step up and be where they were at this week?
Look, I think it was, I think it was just more, our guys just understanding that, we're perfectly capable of playing the type of football that we played today, and we hadn't done that up to this point, and so it's really just about our guys maximizing their potential, and I thought they answered the bell today.
Was anything with the preparation different, coaching staff, like playing together? Did you guys do anything different, like
no
on that side of it?
No, it was
getting the players to step up.
Players played well.
Dennis, is this the blueprint, the way you need to get to wins? Is that what it was today? Is this what you need to do the rest of the season to be successful?
Well, yeah, I don't necessarily, not just us. I just think that's the recipe for success in our league. We won the time of possession battle. We won the third down battle. I feel like we were, getting them into a decent amount of third and longer situations. We didn't have, a ton of penalties in the game. We still have some things that we have to clean up. And I thought we ran the ball effectively. I thought we did a good job of stopping the run. And we didn't give up any explosive plays. So, yeah, there was a lot of good things. And yeah, I think that's the ability to run the football, stop the run, all right, and create some explosives is a big part of trying to win in our league.
Dennis, with everything Alvin did on the field today and sort of stepping up and being such a visible leader off the field this week, I mean, can you put into words how important he is to this team?
Well, I think he's really important. And I think that leadership has grown this season. And I think he understands that when you really look, offensively and some of the younger skill guys that we have, I just think that veteran leadership presence is important, and it's important to have that in your best players. And so I thought that was good to see him step up this week. And you know what? He didn't just step up in his words, he stepped up in his actions, and I think that's what a real leader does.
Dennis, was this the most your defensive line has been able to affect a quarterback so far this season? And could you talk about what Marcus and Cam and those guys were able to do today?
Well, look, I think we've always kind of said around here that's kind of the catalyst of what makes our defense go, is the way that our front plays and the way that we're able to stop the run. That starts with the front, and then the way that we're able to get after the passer, that starts with the front. So, yeah, I thought they played really well today, and that was what we were hoping.
Speaking of stopping the run, the defense held Josh Jacobs to just 43 yards on the ground, held Devontae Adams to just 3 receiving yards. What was the key to limiting those guys today?
Getting 11 hats to the ball against the runner and getting up and challenging the receiver. Devontae's a hell of a player, and he's one of the best receivers in our league. I do think that Paulson and Alante, I thought they answered the bell in terms of the challenge. You know, they played the way that we're, you know, accustomed to playing the game. You know, there wasn't a lot of uncontested looks. There wasn't a lot of free access. There was a lot of challenge at the line of scrimmage. And, you know, that takes some guts to be able to do that, you know, out there against one of the best receivers in the league. And so I was proud of the way that those guys competed.
You made the call to stick with Andy this week. Do you think he had a pretty clean effort today?
Yeah, I felt like he did. You know, I thought he did the things that we needed to do. You know, there were some potential opportunities, you know, where we could get the ball down the field. I think we had a, you know, big ball to Shaheed down the field. You know, but then when it wasn't there, he was willing to take the check down. You know, I thought he utilized Alvin in the passing game really well. So, look, I just think, you know, right now with what he's doing, I think I think our offense is in a rhythm. You know, I think our play caller's in a rhythm. I think our offense is in a rhythm. We're able to run the football, which is getting us into a lot more manageable third downs. And we're converting more third downs, you know, and keeping the other offense off the field.
You mentioned all three phases, and you haven't seen that all year. Having a win like this, nearing the halfway point of the year, how can you build off this moving forward? How exciting is it to see them play like this and build off it moving
Yeah, well,
forward?
look, I think you know, Sean used to say all the time, confidence born out of demonstrated ability, and I think we demonstrated the type of team that we're capable of being, and so, you know, hopefully we can continue to build off of that and continue to keep that swagger, because I think that's something that's unique about our team.
Dennis, how long were the last 10 days, and how much did this team just need something like this?
Yeah, look, I think anytime you're you know, not playing as well as you think you're capable of playing, to get out and have a performance like this, I think is uplifting to everybody. And you know, I mean, I think the reality is we got a lot of great guys in that locker room. We got a lot of great veteran, you know, leadership in there, and you know, they basically said, all right, enough's enough, and it's time to go get this done. And I think, you know, our players did a great job.
Dennis, I know you talked earlier this week about just the way Alante competes when he's out there, but I mean, when you have a player bring a little bit of that edge out there on the secondary, what does that do for the unit as a whole?
I think that's what our unit's been. You know, I think our unit, that unit back there has always played with a swagger. They've always been competitive. They've always gotten up and challenged. And look, I think Adebo was feeling better this week. Alante's always had that. We got him back and healthy, and so that's the way that we've always played around here, and that's what's allowed us to have success.
Dennis, Alvin had a whole bunch of touches in the first three quarters. Was that by design? Is that something you talked about all week, trying to get him the ball maybe more often, or was that just how it played out?
Well, I think a little bit of both. You know, I mean, look, Alvin's one of our best players, so I mean, we go into every game wanting to utilize him. We felt like there were some opportunities in the pass game that presented themselves to get the ball to him, and I thought he ran some outstanding routes. Andy did a good job of getting him the ball, but yeah, we go into every game thinking we got to get Alvin the ball.
And kind of a light one here, hopefully. Did you see or hear about Alvin's comment in the week that he hoped the Saints could whoop the Raiders, and that would hopefully make you happy? And I wondered what you thought about it before the game and what you think about it now.
Feel much better about it now.
Dennis,
Okay.
what about Peyton Turner, a young player like him, the type of game that he had here tonight?
Yeah. Look, there's a reason why we drafted him in the first round, and he's a capable player. We've got to get him out on the field and keep him healthy, and that's us, that's him, that's all of us, because he's capable of doing it. And now it's just a young guy being able to be consistent and doing it game in and game out.